Yo, what's up everyone? It's past. Artificial intelligence is everywhere you look these days, right? It's in your phone, it's in your car, it's practically predicting the future. But what if I told you that most of what you think you know about AI is completely wrong? We've all heard the stories, robots stealing our jobs, AI becoming self-aware and turning against us. It's straight out of a sci-fi movie. But here's the thing, you've been fed a pack of lies. The truth about AI is way more nuanced than that. So, get ready to dive deep as we debunk the 10 biggest misconceptions about AI that you still believe. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be seeing artificial intelligence in a whole new light. First up, let's address the elephant in the room, the fear that's on everyone's mind. Is AI going to take over my job? Look, it's a valid concern. We see headlines about automation and think, oh no, that's it, I'm out of a job. But hold on a second. While it's true that AI is designed to automate certain tasks, think repetitive manual stuff, it's not designed to replace human intelligence entirely. In fact, AI is actually really good at creating new jobs, new industries even, that we haven't even thought of yet. Think back to when the internet first came out. Did it kill jobs? Sure, some, but it also created a whole new landscape of opportunity. From web developers to digital marketers to YouTubers like me, right? AI is no different. The key takeaway here is that AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or bad. It all depends on how we choose to use it. The more we innovate, the more we push the boundaries of what's possible, the more opportunities arise for humans to focus on what we do best: creativity, critical thinking, and complex problem solving. Those are things robots can't replicate, at least not yet. So, instead of fearing the AI revolution, let's embrace it. Let's use it to our advantage to create a future where humans and AI work together side by side. Okay, let's talk Hollywood for a second. How many times have we seen movies where AI becomes self-aware, develops emotions, and then decides to, take over the world? The Terminator, The Matrix, I, Robot, the list goes on. But here's the reality check. AI becoming sentient is pure science fiction. Sure, we've got AI that can beat you at chess or write a pretty convincing poem, but that doesn't mean it's thinking for itself. It's just really good at following instructions, processing information, and recognizing patterns. Think of it like this. AI is like a super calculator. You can give it a complex equation and it can spit out the answer in a fraction of a second. But it doesn't understand what the equation means or why you asked it in the first place. The same goes for AI and emotions. It can mimic human emotions based on the data it's fed, but it doesn't actually feel anything. It's not going to suddenly wake up one day and decide to stage a robot uprising. At least I really hope not. Let's be real for a second, alright? AI is powerful, no doubt, but it's not some magical, all-knowing entity that's always right. In fact, AI can be wrong, sometimes hilariously so, and it all comes down to the data it's trained on. Think of it like this. If you feed an AI a bunch of biased or incomplete information, it's going to spit out biased or incomplete results. Garbage in, garbage out, as they say. It's like that friend who only gets their news from one source. They might sound convincing, but there's more to the story. That's why it's crucial to be critical of AI-generated content, and to remember that it's only as good as the data it's been fed. Don't blindly trust everything an AI tells you just because it sounds sophisticated. Always double-check the information, look for multiple sources, and use your own judgment. Chapter 4. Can AI feel your pain? Nope, not even a little. Alright, time for another reality check. We all love a good movie about a robot that learns to love, feel pain, or even shed a tear. WALL-E, anyone? But let's be clear. AI in its current state is not capable of experiencing emotions. Now I know what you're thinking. What about those AI-powered chatbots that seem so empathetic and understanding? Well, here's the thing. They're just really good at mimicking human emotions based on the data they've been trained on. They can recognize keywords and phrases that trigger certain emotional responses, but they don't actually feel those emotions themselves. Think of it like this. You can teach a parrot to say, "I love you," but that doesn't mean the parrot actually understands the concept of love. It's just repeating what it's been taught. Chapter 5. The AI art debate. Creativity versus code. Let's talk about something that's blowing up right now. AI-generated art and music. We've got AI creating stunning visuals, composing symphonies, even writing screenplays. So does that mean human creativity is doomed? Not so fast. Here's the thing. AI can create, yes, but it can't be truly creative. Creativity is about more than just following rules or recognizing patterns. It's about drawing from your experiences, your emotions, your unique perspective on the world. AI can help us push creative boundaries, no doubt. It can generate ideas we might never have thought of, offer new tools and techniques, and even challenge our definition of art itself. But at the end of the day, it's still a tool, an extension of human creativity, not a replacement for it. Chapter 6, AI Learning versus Human Learning, Apples and Oranges. Here's a common misconception. People assume AI learns the same way humans do, but it's a totally different ballgame. Humans learn through experience, observation, trial and error. We make connections, we see the nuances, we feel the feels. AI, on the other hand, learns by processing massive amounts of data. Think of it as a pattern recognition machine on steroids. It identifies patterns, makes predictions based on those patterns, and then uses those predictions to perform tasks. So, while AI can process information at an incredible speed that puts humans to shame, it lacks the depth, the nuance, the understanding that comes with human experience. Chapter 7, The Robot Apocalypse, Fact or Fiction? Okay, let's address the elephant in the room, or should I say the robot in the room. The fear of a robot uprising, of AI becoming so intelligent that it decides to wipe out humanity, is a popular one. But is it realistic? Here's the thing, AI doesn't have its own agenda, it doesn't have desires, ambitions, or a secret plan to take over the world. It's a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or bad. The real danger isn't the AI itself, but how we choose to use it. It's up to us, the humans behind the code, to ensure that AI is developed and used responsibly, ethically, and for the betterment of humanity. We need to have those tough conversations about ethics, about bias, about the potential consequences of unchecked technological advancement. Chapter 8, AI, the Lone Wolf, Not a Chance. There's this misconception that AI operates in a vacuum, making decisions and taking actions all on its own. But the truth is, AI is highly dependent on humans. It needs us for data input, for algorithm updates, for ethical guidance. Think of it like this, AI is like a high-performance car. It might be capable of incredible speed and performance, but it still needs a driver to steer it in the right direction. Without human intervention, AI is just a bunch of algorithms, lines of code with no real-world application. It's our responsibility to make sure AI is aligned with our values, our goals, and our vision for the future. Chapter 9, AI, not just for tech giants. You might think AI is only accessible to big tech companies with unlimited resources, but here's the truth. AI is becoming increasingly democratized, which means it's available to everyone. We're seeing AI-powered tools and platforms popping up everywhere, from small businesses to individual creators. You don't need to be a coding genius or have a team of engineers to harness the power of AI. Whether it's using AI for marketing automation, content creation, customer service, or even just streamlining your workflow, there are countless ways to integrate AI into your life and work. Chapter 10, The AI Endgame, Doom or Hope? And finally, the big question, will AI lead to the end of humanity? Will robots rise up and enslave us all? Well, it makes for a good movie plot, but the reality is far less dramatic. AI at its core is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or bad. It all comes down to the choices we make, the ethical considerations we prioritize, and the future we envision for ourselves and generations to come. Instead of fearing AI, let's focus on harnessing its power for good. Let's use it to solve some of the world's most pressing problems, from climate change to disease to poverty. Outrow the future of AI, it's up to us. So there you have it, 10 misconceptions about AI debunked. The world of AI is complex, constantly evolving, and honestly pretty exciting. But it's up to us to separate the facts from the fiction, the hype from the reality. If you found this video eye-opening, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more myth-busting content. And let me know in the comments which AI misconception surprised you the most.